space damage is kind of wild. You have the Dawnbreaker gives you mobility. The Tusk gives you crazy mobility. You have a lot of outs. Like, you get into trouble, you can copy into 3 of these heroes and have a mobility tool. It's pretty cool.
I think I have seen there's been some games where maybe the Morph can be overwhelmed with at level 3 with 2 points tag team and their Starbreaker. So we'll have to see that catches him off guard. But I would imagine he should have a pretty decent time at the lane. I'm intrigued on how Nisha's mag is going to go. I feel like this is a hero that I saw him play like a long time ago, and something like he doesn't mind picking up every now and then.
Prepare for battle.
Let's see. Let's get ourselves underway here. A very important series. Again, like we were saying before, to recap, Avulus need to win every single map. Have a hope of forcing tiebreakers and Liquid. Well, they still need to win some games as well. They don't need to win everything, but you want to at least make sure that you're not hoping for some other teams to lose. I have no idea what that means. I guess we are speaking to Nisha, maybe?
I know we're dancing on this Pango, though.
Yeah, we are actually vibing over there.
Contract complete.
All right, Eki just snipes that ward. That's a great start. Luck Arlington, God. That's right. Of course, back in Arlington, when Saberlight stood in on Stormstormer's team, he was indeed the Arlington God. He was the MVP of that tournament, frankly, with the way he played and performed. There were many games where Saberlight just absolutely popped off standing in for another team.
Wait, really? Did he stand in for Entity?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that. Okay.
Oh, yeah, he stomped. It was incredible. Many a meme was born from that tournament.
Begins.
Well, I think also, does he still have the Arlington tag on Stormstormer? Oh,
I also
changed the fun fact.
Fun fact: I had never met Stormstormer, and I mistook him for Fishman the first time I met him, and I had a full conversation with him, thinking he was Fishman. Yeah, I know. I had never seen a picture of him. I don't know why. I just hadn't looked it up or anything, and he just came over and started talking to me, and I thought he was Fishman, and I made a comment about his chin, but I'm not sure if he heard it. He probably did. And
no.
Then I paneled with him. I was like, "Oh my god, that's Stormstormer." I was like, oh no. So shout out Stormstormer.
He's really nice. I'm sure he would have thought it was funny. It's okay. And
alrighty,
it happens, you know. You won't make that mistake again now.
No, I certainly won't. Not at least with him. But another player, almost assuredly. Boxy will grab the wave here. We're gonna spread this out here on the first couple levels. As you can already see, the Lich, you know, a lot of teams ignoring him, but he's still pretty good at being very annoying.
Very, very annoying indeed. Let's see if there's some kill threat as well. Maybe if Smiley Knight gets level 2 quick enough, and we'll see if Saberlight's positioning, how weak he is. See some other lanes go as well. Yube's probably free farming right on the Lycan up top. Are we expecting this to be a difficult lane for him?
I wouldn't think so. I mean, Jakiro can be annoying, obviously, with like the dual breath and stuff, but Eki should be dodging the blood rights, so there's not gonna be any double value. He's constantly pressuring Insania whenever Mickey does do a blood right, so that he can make sure there's no follow-up play on Jibe. So yeah, I'd say it looks pretty good. They're just gonna block the camps over and over again with the wolves, which Insania can't really do anything about. It's good.
Seems good indeed. Mid lane. How do we feel about this? We've lately been seeing a lot of the Pangos go back for the Thunderbolt facet. Do you feel like there is a big reason why that they're starting to make it almost like 50-50?
Yeah, and maybe even more so too. It seems like it's almost always. I think the double jump doesn't seem to be like the lane winner that it was before. I feel like that was the part that just made it the best.
Oh.
Easy.
Sorry, I thought
okay. He's living.
Gonna get him.
And then the Thunderbolt, even with the nerfs, it still feels really good in the mid game. You know, it's just You can even see some of the Pango players aren't used to it, and they miss the chain stun because they're going a little bit too fast. But in theory, when you're doing it right, like it just means like you're getting more heroes caught a chain stun, right? That's the best thing you can do.
Lotuses looks like it's, I believe, both actually going the way of Avulus. With the resources going to assist. So far, kills a little bit boring. Maybe onto Seneko actually. And not putting attention onto Smiling Knight, which does mean that this Morphling's starting to get a decent amount of damage onto Saberlight, but he was able to run away, and Boxy was able to clean up the kill onto the Lich.
Early boots on Tusk feels good. Nice first blood to grab. Every time I look up top, Eki is just on top of Insania, harassing him over and over again. Then he just dodges out a bunch of the damage over time from the dual breath and just goes right back in.
Got it.
Radiant are scanning.
Stormer going to be fighting with Nisha for this rune middle.
I don't know if he wins. Yeah, I don't know if this is looking too good for you. Would run away. They get the other water rune. At least he has the bounty still to play with.
Is under attack.
Yeah, Boxy actually
a little bit.
Yeah, Boxy went and took to the water rune too.
Bottom Saberlight? What's on here? How do you get here? A Boxy as well? Frostblast up in a couple of seconds. Let's see if they're going to be able to get in range. So unfortunately a little bit slow. Boxy will be able to outrun the pace of the Lich, but big kill. They're at least able to even up what we saw previously from Liquid striking first.
They do have the top farmer right now in Mickey. He's got himself up to 24 last hits, but followed shortly behind here by Smiling Knight as the way we get to the tower. So no one really pulling away, pretty much even on all of the lanes at the moment. And in terms of when this game's going to start kicking off, probably Saberlight 6 will be a big one. Try and set up a play. You could just do like Rupture into Solar Guardian is a bit of a tough one to deal with because you're just stuck. You move, you know, you're ruptured, you stay still. The Solar Guardian comes down on top of you. A difficult one to play around. Bloodseeker coming through the Twin Gate to target the Morphling feels like you could actually maybe have a chance of killing him since you do have the stun there on the Dawn. Maybe that's the play.
Stormstormer. Use the Swashbuckle, and soon as this was put on cooldown, Liquid looked to try and pounce for the opportunity, but the response is there from Avulus. A little bit too late to keep the mid laner alive, and they're not going to be able to get a rebuttal kill as well, as now Ek is chased down because Liquid, they were quick with bringing the Jakiro. No one will die as a result. The Wolves are trying to feast onto the low members, but do not have the levels, unfortunately, this early in the game here from Jibe.
Jeez, that is a giant swing for 6 minutes, man. Yeah, I mean, great jump there from Liquid, recognizing the weakness of this Pango and the power that you can get from a Magnus, who also is still holding a haste rune. Oh, Nisha. Baiting here, bud? Oh, he's baiting. All right, this seems crazy.
This does seem incredibly crazy, but the cooldowns is the big issue for Stormstormer, and back-to-back kills walk a shame out to the lane to the Pango.
Oh, he's so good. Oh, that was so sick. What a use. And then he takes the haste rune down to grab the bounty rune too. He can start refilling his bottle. Oh, man. Yeah, Stormstormer is just putting the dirt after that. Oh, what do you even do as a Pangolier player? Now, coming back mid is going to be a pain. Like, if Boxy lurks around and threatens with Snowball too, you ever swashbuckle for a CS? It'd be scary. Saberlight going back for his Wisdom rune. They did manage to scare off Eki. Jibe is going to leave his here for Seneko. Nice guy.
So they're able to get 1-1, but probably you would say the support's on Dire. Happy with what happened mid. You get a lot of experience for them. And we have that Solar Guardian coming up pretty shortly, like you were mentioning, and along with the Rupture timing. So the side lanes and mid is going to be under pressure. How do you stabilize this game, actually, for Avulus? Who are we looking at?
I mean,
Smiling Knight. Mass TPs down to bottom. Not just one, but a second as well, coming through the form of Nisha, and it won't be needed. He'll still yoink the kill, but of course, it's a little bit of tax for that TP down.
Yeah, it just ensures there's no counterplay either, right? Like, if anyone had tried to assist there, then you're just going to get caught up with these extra heroes, and he's trying to make his way back mid for the rune. He does get it thanks to the block, but Storm will jump to the high ground, and Nisha still gets back in time for the wave, but wants Eki instead.
Maybe a long chase. I don't think it's a worthwhile chase as well. No wave. They got the read. It's TP location. Suppose.
Oh, he swashed. Is he dead? He's dead. He swashed. Oh, Nisha. He thought about it. He pinged.
Mercy.
Oh, there's no mana on the Jishkiro. That might have been why. I was thinking like Ice Path and then just into like RP, Ice Path, turnaround, skewer. But not needed.
That's a big rotation from Avulus. 3 heroes through the portal. Are they going to be able to connect with this? Zibe wants to use the shapeshift. You have the Solid Guardian. I don't know if this is going to work. Yeah, like you said, Nisha is all the way behind the tower as well. They're going to try and make the attempt. Mickey inside the river. Let's see if they clump up whiff of the skewer. And now it's pretty awkward. But the potential trump card that Liquid have with the ultimates, now not a factor at the moment. At least they're able to keep Mickey alive. And they will waste the shapeshift. I thought it was actually going to look a little bit scary for them in the end, but apparently we have 10 heroes up and no casualties. I say that, okay, Smiling Knight actually still stuck around. Rupture with the block. Nice shot, dude. Foxy lines him up. Nisha's got to knock him down. RP connects onto both. And Sableye is in with the combo as well. Storm is going to do his best as he can. He's in a decent location to bounce back off the walls. He's going to be good for one, but that is all the damage. It's not going to be there afterwards. And now they may just turn to the Pangolier as well. There is nothing that's going to be able to protect Stormer. Once again, the shots from Foxy. Liquid just overwhelm Avulus at the top side of the map, and this game is getting out of control.
Nisha the Wanderer right now, perhaps the most well-traveled hero in this game, right? Like he just ran around the map. He TP'd bottom, walked through mid, chased a Ricky, walked back to his tower, walked up behind the tier 1, finally gets the fight he was looking for. I was worried there was going to be a waste of time. I thought they don't get a fight here. All this roaming around the map, he could have been hitting creeps this whole time, but no. They end up getting it so much more than worth it, and now they're camping this ward. Trying to maybe punish because that snowball. Yeah, Seneko, he's going to live.
Dude, I miss Foxy Task. Yeah, let's see that one again. What was going on with Smiling Knight running up that high ground? That seemed like crazy positioning. And then the shards as well, the stairs. Oh.
I mean, maybe thinking that Storm was going to be there a little bit sooner to try and make use of the Rolling Thunder because, things had been used at this point outside of the Rupture, and he's thinking like, I can survive a Rupture or something. It'll be all right. But then the Ice Shards, that made it a big problem. Just got locked in. And caught with no place to go. Beautiful snowball inside too. I love that punch on a Stormer as well. Like he doesn't just try and finish off the like, and he just turns to help on the Pango first. And you only have so many maneuvering tools here as the Pangolier to try and get out. Amsterd.
Yes, indeed. And it is showcasing in regards to the net worth.
Yeah,
5,000 here.
He's almost over top of Jibe right now.
Oh, wow.
He's only a few gold behind him. Oh, one more last. He's gonna jump up. Oh, come on, it's so close.
He's got time. We've got Blink coming out on the Courier for Nisha, RP to go. And who are we going to be looking at here? It's unfortunately just Ricky showing maybe they'll look for the freebie. Mickey nearby, not even needing to use too much. And Seneko also steps up inside the river. So support's continuing to bleed kills over towards Liquid, and maybe Jibe is in trouble as well. Boxy keeping in. Jibe's going to try and use the ultimate to run the opposite direction and Mickey, but the snowball, can they get in range after it? Ooh, close.
He didn't have the mana. Wasn't able to Ice Shards.
They're coming. They're coming quick. Stormer. Okay, well, wasn't able to get the rupture previously. Now ran back in range, and Zibe is just going to pretty much run himself to death. TP out. Nicely done. The rolling thunder maybe canceling that shockwave from Nisha, which could have been enough. They're still going to force the fight. Mickey's stuck in the high ground. Apparently, Stormstormer wants to join him now. They'll skew it down to the double RP blood right combo, but the chain frost is the big issue. It will now expire, stopping some of the damage turnaround, but they're starting to respawn on Avulus to support Nisha. He's going to go down. Insania might join him. TP out will survive, but that was looking... could have been almost a nail in the coffin at such an early stage, but Avulus able to make amends and drag this game back.
What a Jade Frost, man. I can't believe that just expired. You get 10 bounces? That's crazy. The most damage in the engagement right there. This is why Lich was certainly still a hero, of course, with that very annoying facet. It's just so hard to stop it. And yeah, this was beautiful. I mean, wow. I don't know if he knew. I don't know if it was just dumb luck. I don't know if he saw the angle the Magnus was coming from. I'm going to give Stormstormer all the credit because surely he knew. And that save just also turns into a great fight for them with that crazy Chain Frost. This is like they were sniping every play. All the spells were perfect from Liquid and they were just snowballing. This is what happens when you make one little mistake in these greedy lineups. Very, you know, OG 2018-esque, the way they're just like diving behind these towers and going for these crazy kills at 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Sometimes it is going to pay out, but
Dire's top tower is under attack.
now it unfortunately has not. And Avulus in a position where this game is without a doubt within reach. They're making it pretty close. Importantly, Smiling Knight as well is building up the farm. This is almost Yasha completed, and again, I want to go back. Like, if this is a Morphling who is top net worth and has the items, is this a game where you would be concerned for Liquid?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Shift looks really good this game, especially, you know, linking to get into the shard and stuff. You can even just deal with the RP. You're probably not getting an Orchid hero either, so it's only going to be like the one silence to really worry about. He's not considering Manta right now anyway, though. He is thinking about just going for the raw SNY. As the Radiant is picked up here.
Good timing.
Yeah, that's going to put... I mean, considering how busy Mickey's been also just being engaged in a lot of these fights.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Thinking about Smiling Knight, who's going to be able to finish off the tower, but we'll stick around to continue farming. Not be able to go for a TP out. Apparently she's just going to run it off, though. Okay, it's fine.
Big courier kill there. They did grab Nisha's shards. So that's 2 minutes without it.
It's under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Which my matriarch will prize.
Vision as well, I think, is something to mention here from Avulus. Eki's been able to drop some really deep observers across the map.
Is under attack.
So going to see a fight, Stormstormer? Going with Boxy at the moment. Which is going to make it a little bit difficult. Taneko's here for the combo as well. Nisha's going to follow the chain force back to Boxy. They're able to step away. Soligati keeps Nisha healthy for the moment, but these are big ultimates that haven't rewarded them any kills in a Stormstormer. He's going to be able to have a free fight without the rupture to be a big issue for him. He's rolling around, but not getting that much value out of it. It's a 1-for-2 at the moment. They're still going to try and turn to Smiling Knight. Wait for the last second to stop the Starbreaker. Smiling Knight still re-enter the team fight. Mickey trying to do what he can. Like, they're going to be okay. A way to stop Liquid from retreating. So a 2-for-1. They also get the objective in the mid lane.
Yeah, Smiling Knight with the copy into the Magnus there, trying to help his team out, but you can see that the second he starts shifting strength, he's still a little bit weak to actually deal damage, just tickling them as they walk away. But another opportunity here where Avulus have found a way to claw back some of this lead. Morphling is catching up. Now, of course, this Bloodseeker, now it is a fresh Radiance. He's, I think, got the Glimmer Cape done now, too, which is big, because that is a lot of the damage that's coming out from Avulus right now. It's just raw magic, so... As of, you know, of course, your hard carry Glimmer Cape is now ready 17 minutes as the standard right now.
That's it. Because I think Jive just you ain't the ancients with the wolf.
Well done.
Very impressive. Stormstormer? It's a
But I
Boxy.
think what you were saying before as well, the ward placement is a big reason why they're getting these fights. Because I mean, those two wards are insane. They're so powerful, and like they even have a sentry down from Insania, but I don't think you get a chance to check the high ground. So like Nisha is still just under here because the fight kind of broke out then. So yeah, despite having a sentry, they don't check the pillar, and it's gonna help Jibe avoid any potential harm here in the mid lane.
Another ward apparently from Eki over to the right side. Sees Mickey and also sees Boxy, but playing behind the Bloodseeker. They still want to force the fight. Boxy gets the read of Eki's location. Has he got anyone to jump to? Stormstormer will run back over.
He is thirsted.
So he's getting scouted out. He's able to get out of range of the blood right, but Mickey with the movement speed is actually going to be forced to use the Rupture. And now once again, it means that Stormstormer doesn't have to be concerned about this spell, but where is everyone else on Radiant? Smiling Knight's going to be here. Jibe will also funnel through at the last second. Nisha looking for the pump fake. Doesn't find the angle just yet. We'll be able to close the distance shortly. And it's just two supports, okay? So no real big casualties.
Stormstormer quick to get that blink dagger up after the defusal. All these fights, doing a lot of work considering the position he was in before, so that is going to help a ton with these engagements. Like you said, like the rupture has been being utilized pretty early, so he's had some freedom. Now he can also try and avoid parts of the fight that the Bloodseeker's at a little bit more easily. Insania not going to get it on that one, that's for sure. And this is a lineup with Team Liquid that you are kind of hoping to be ahead at this point, right? Like you have this Dawnbreaker, Magnus, Bloodseeker. You're thinking, you know, he went blink first on the mag, but all those little things adding up. This deep vision again, Boxy just running right through it right now. This shard that was delayed by 2 minutes. It's a lot of early damage that you get from the shard in these team fights, especially because there's so many like 5v5s that are occurring early on. He's trying to cut through these wolves, through these creeps, and just splash damage on everyone. That's all been reduced for some of those pivotal fights in the game. And now they're going to steal the 20-minute Roche. 10 seconds before he heads through, but Roche will not be making that trip here today.
May even be able to force the fight afterwards. Stormstormer to be able to get a glimpse of Nisha. Boxy playing behind. Nice use of the Rolling Thunder is going to stop a little bit of the save potential from Boxy, and Nisha's just nuked down. Liquid, they have really spilled this game with the potential for them to have a massive net worth lead early on, but they dive too deep behind that tier 1 tower top, and now 20 minutes in, Avulus have the lead for the first time. They've got the Aegis as well onto Smiling Knight's Morphling.
They have that shard on Seneko too, just like controlling these team fights. This all looks very strong, and still have a Tormentor to go back to. That up on a second hero. Hopefully Eki, I think, is the best one, right? I mean, you already have the Glimmer available on the Bloodseeker. You'd like to make sure that's not going to be an available tool. Try and make the snowball save less effective as well.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Spying out Saberlight. They have an idea of something going on. Sentry, well aware of the shenanigans that Eki's trying to pull off. They may lose their wisdom. Boxy, so they will, but they're going to be able to get another kill. Those supports.
Oh, he wants the ulti. He's thinking about it.
He's not going to get it.
Wait, but with the Tormentor?
Oh my god. Well done.
Gamer. Nice play. At the very least, they do get it for themselves. It's going to put the shard on the Tusk. Not one of the better support ones, but it's more damage. And, you know, I guess Shakira would have been a little bit nicer. Mostly just trying to get ourselves to helping out Dawn, perhaps, or the Bloodseeker.
Speaking of Dawn, I feel like the Scepter is going to be a big thing here for Saberlight. For 1 and 8, I mean, KDA is looking good, along with net worth as well. And we have seen the Solid Guardian.
Radiant's middle tower is under
I think
attack.
now it's been a little bit difficult because of the mobility from Avulus. We haven't really seen it help out that much aggressively. But maybe just with the ability to reposition it. Let's see it used a little bit better from Liquid, because it's the one thing that was working for them in the early game. Like, their spell casting was really on point, and then kind of turned throughout the later fights. Niche.
Oh, baby.
At least it was an arcane rune RP. That's okay.
That makes it all right. Yeah.
You go now, right? Yeah, they're going to clear the mid wave and look to smoke. So map is pretty free for Avulus for the next 70 seconds or so. Top lane, probably the area that they're wanting to control.
Snako has Blink and 20 gold.
Wow.
Yeah, he's ready to jump in on some of these heroes. It's a lot of pressure on Boxy. He is the save from that play.
He's going to be scouted shortly on the retreat down the stairs. Can waste some time. So easy kill. T2 tower claimed.
Radiant's middle tower is
What can you do on Liquid at the same time? Put some farm on the bottom half of the map is really the only option they have right now. And Aki's going to try and come find them, maybe set up for something. Bloodseeker has now entered his second power spike, though, of the Aghanim Scepter. One of the better tools
in mid lane.
Oh, nice.
Stuck around for far too long with the T1 tail up to be able to TP over to him. Jesus, that nuke is crazy. Nick will try with the Rupture, but the Rolling Thunder's already out and there was no potential. You did not have the numbers for the fight. They are beelining over. Jibe's almost here. Hacking the stuns, which is going to be a bit of an issue. Shards is awkward as well.
Well, on the plus side. Oh, hold on.
Oh, nice smoke cloud timing. Kind of still here on rated. They might lose Eki. I guess Jibe a little bit cautious about the fight, and Sineko is going to go as well. So never mind. Okay, it's just supports dying on Avulus.
Yeah, Nisha trying to make a play as well, chasing further. Jibe, this is a boostless like it. He's got to beat the drums.
The mana. Entrance. It's not going to be enough. So soon he keeps tapping over to see if he's got the mana, but they're going to catch up to him nonetheless and will not need the RP by the looks of it.
Radiant's middle tower.
I'm worried for Nisha here as he sticks around, as the blink out as Stormstormer zips in. They currently do not have any dispels on the Radiant, as the Aegis will expire on Smiling Knight. So that is one good thing for Mickey. There's no Yules, there's no Nullifier yet, so he can come into these fights and actually utilize that big barrier the Aegis gives him. Again, another deep ward here, though. Eki is just crushing them with these wards. Constantly seeing, like, these wards spawning couriers tells you so much in Dota. It's just ridiculous.
To try and use that information. Unfortunately, they'll split away.
I mean, it's actually worse, though, because now they're going to find Saberlight instead.
They will. As a net worth lead, Sineko. And this guy's got 9 deaths, but somehow he's up there at the top net worth with some of the supports, and this is still making me question why we have not been seeing this hero.
It's a good question. Oh, no gaze available. Oh, actually, he did have gaze. Ooh, he just didn't see him, my bad.
Tower is under attack.
I love the Lincoln Sphere for Stormstormer. Good.
What do we feel like the game plan is for Liquid? Or what has been going wrong for them? Because really for a while, we have not been able to see them get their foothold back into this game. And what do you feel like needs to change in regards to their attitude towards the fights?
Fighting into the Aegis really crushed them. Like they have a very RP dependent fight plan. It's like RP and then anchoring the fight in a spot with the Dawn ulti. So I think Aegis just really ruins that. So it's best to just wait it out. And from here, I just want to make sure they get on the next one. And here's that start.
Oh, it's going to run straight into them. He's able to get the strength ball up, but he is in no man's land and really no one else is nearby. Sineko is just going to try and cut his losses. He's got to... That is an ambitious TP.
Well, I mean, potential for Roche to be up before he arrives, but very unlikely. Meanwhile, Eki's going to find out that he's under a sentry as the creeps start attacking him. And he's going to Smoke Cloud TP. Makes it out.
Hey. At least give them an idea that this deep ward once again has been placed. Deep ward after deep ward. Stormstormer bottom. Could over the nuke potential between these two heroes. Gets on the other side of the shards. A little bit more awkward here for Liquid.
Yeah, retreating off to the east. He'll be all right. And the most important thing, this Roche timer, we'll find out in 5 seconds. Aries, how long will this Roche spawn be?
112.
112. He's staying consistent, folks.
Are you sure?
He's not right.
Zibe gonna be dragged back. He's able to at least activate the shapeshift. It's got a range, but still the ruptures are ready. It tries to TP up. That's not gonna work. Again, Mickey finds to kill Snake over to the left side as well. Will be chased down. Liquid able to strike back. Double kill for them.
Are
Not
scattered.
seeing any massive skirmishes. Just a couple kills going back the way of Liquid. Then it turns to Avulus's favor, but this is a great timing for at least the boys on Die to be able to get the Wisdom Room. Meanwhile, it does leave Nisha alone in the mid lane, and Smiling Knight and Eki see an opportunity to be able to bring down the Magnus for the 4th time this game.
That's a big one to strike back on, because that has just ruined, like, if it was an early Roche spawn, then Liquid aren't able to just, like, assert control. Like, they basically just been keeping Avulus off balance, right? Like, they punched him over when they got the Morphling kill, and then they pressured it immediately after, just knowing that, like, hey, Morphling isn't available yet, so, like, let's start this fight. But clapping back like that and getting the Magnus is going to stabilize things, and now it's going to be a matter of who's got the better vision to set up for Roche, and that is, it's pretty much just been Avulus this whole time. That ward is still in the base. Thankfully, it's going to expire in 2 seconds. That is massive for Liquid. Actually be a bit of a mystery to their movements now at this point. But a big talent now taken by the Riki. Super annoying. The -3 second smoke screen cooldown. So it now lasts for 6 seconds and has an 8-second duration. Yeah, cool stuff, right?
What is that? Importantly, Avulus, they're going to be able to control this side of the map first before Liquid gets set up. So
They are, but Roche is not going to spawn here.
Have committed, and Liquid is still going to beeline over towards top though. Like you said, but over Roche is not going to spawn here. We may still get a fight though, which will favor Avulus.
Yeah, definitely. If this forces a bad Solar Guardian especially, that's really the worst case scenario here for Team Liquid. And Avulus, they're going to roll the dice. They're saying surely it doesn't spawn, and they can't take it in 10 seconds. So obviously this makes the most sense. Get down bottom. Stake your control here. There's an Ob Sentry combo from Liquid. It's going to get spotted out because the creeps saw Eki and the Wolf. So that immediately gets dewarded.
This is pretty a big committal here to try and run them down because they see Saberlight, but they're starting to TP back. So Saberlight will have some heroes playing behind.
Did the break of dawn.
They got a glimpse of Stormstormer. We'll have the ward over the right side as well, which also sees Mick a lot of information for Avulus. They're going to try and jump. Eyes on what Boxy's going to be able to do to protect his Bloodseeker, and Mickey will just charge in the middle and look to clean up. He doesn't need protection because he just wants kills instead. Zibe cannot stand his ground, and Smiling Knight is nowhere to be seen as well. Stormstormer brought down, tries a Hail Mary use of his ultimate at the last second, but it's not going to matter. And as Liquid, they were scouted out for the entire time under the ward. Eki, what is this? Eki, he's looking for Insania, but the Liquid boys, they were still sticking around. Insania's going to be able to survive on a slither of health, and why not just add an extra kill?
The psychic headband play from Insania to save his own life. That was pretty sweet. Well done there. Man, that Bloodseeker pick, though, it's Lycan and Pango. It's just one of the struggles when you see this Bloodseeker just immediately countered into the Pango is like sometimes, like we saw earlier in the game, like you just can't get the rupture off, right? Like the fight starts in a weird spot, but with such good targets from 2 heroes, it just makes it a lot easier. And the Solar Guardian, I thought it might be bad because they kind of baited out the Solar Guardian and the BKB, but he's just so fast getting right on the Jibe, and his fight's over. Like, what can you do? You have no recourse as the Lycan. And from there, it's just wombo combo plays, GG. And I say the Dawn Innate helping a lot there to give Liquid some confidence that fight started, because like you said, there was a pretty good ward from Avulus, but the Saberlight's Innate certainly helping them get a little bit of confidence back.
Oh, they're going to be quick on the kill because Roche has gone down and they're not fast enough. Nisha with a double up here with a perfect time, and the Solar Guardian slammed down. Smiling Knight's gone too.
He just keeps getting away with it. Don't try it. Insania's immortal. Don't try it, buddy. Don't do it.
How do they... Oh, they stormed the Sentry. Okay. I thought they just had some crazy read, but walked onto the Sentry range, and we are bleeding kills back all of a sudden to an 8,000 net worth lead for Liquid.
It's the MVP. I mean, they just keep trying to kill Instania and losing heroes. What are we doing here? Insania, his survival has garnered a lot of gold for his teammates. He's just going to use that to pick up a assault crash here, as they look to actually put some pressure onto the high ground. And they thought free kill, right? I'm Lich. I can do my one-more combo. Morphling, how? Like, how is that enough heal? That's just ridiculous. Another Chain Frost, but again, the HP coming in from Saberlight and his ultimate, it's too much for them to get through. And now they can try and get some good pressure on this map with the help of this AC, and of course just countering out this Riki, this Pangolier, and this Lycan. It's an incredible AC game.
Radiant's bottom tower is under Radiant's bottom tower is falling.
She's about to hit level 20 as well. Time for him to work with.
Dire's top tower is under
We're gonna have to see a bit of an adaptation with how Avulus are taking his fights. I think importantly as well, really Jibe on how he's taking the fights. Probably feels like he needs to be coming in towards the tail end.
Radiant's bottom tower.
I mean, this guy, you're pretty much fighting 4v5. He's getting ruptured every time. Stormstorm is fine with the Lincoln, so the issue is I guess he may not just use rupture. He may wait to see Jibe, even if he comes 5-10 seconds late.
Yeah, he's definitely still a great target. So.
It's under attack.
And well, even has a Dagon for himself too to try and deal with this.
Interesting.
This Lincoln Sphere, right? It's a bit of a classic item on the Bloodseeker thanks to the Blood Rage spell lamp. So very useful.
Invisibility.
Now he's going to go roaming invis. Might run into Eki. 2 ships passing the night here. Ob Sentry combo. Eki might walk right into it. That is a Radiant Sentry in the tree line. So he sees Mickey here.
Which my matriarch will prize.
And what happened as a result? I'm looking at this Morphling. This guy's got to pull some heavy weight on his back. Smiling Knight, level 22nd in net worth, closing in on the Butterfly. And like you were saying previously, like it's a pretty goddamn good Morph game, but he's getting hunted. He's going to try and go to the portal. Nisha's RP will be there at the buzzer. And these are a couple of deaths in a row and a couple too many, unfortunately, with a game where all the hope is on him. They should be able to get the cancel, right? Yeah, there we go. Saberlight knocks him down. 5th death now for the Morph.
Yeah, and even with the Tormentor giving him the shard, it's still not enough. And again, that's going to just put you off balance right now as Avulus. It's very hard to do much on the map in a situation where your Morphling is no longer here. So that's why you see them just invading territory. This is a nice play. Can they actually get it though? Oh, geez. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, my. He's dying, dude. It found Seneko. I mean, it was kind of crazy.
Desperate times. Desperate measures, you know? This Tormentor is taking names, though. Nisha couldn't finish it. Now Boxy's punching it. Possibly the world's strongest Tormentor. Attack. Attack the Tormentor. All right, Saberlight, your turn, buddy. Oh my god, this is like a pub lineup trying to take a fucking Tormentor.
Oh, there we go.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That was some day one tormenting right there, my liquid. But eventually it falls.
Alright, Saberlight stepped up to the plate. He'll, sorry boys, I got this.
Yeah.
We got the shard.
All for Insania. I mean, he earned it with those survival plays earlier on, of course. He's been taking a lot of heat.
So this whole mess is on your fault?
He has indeed. Amp damage bottled up for Nisha. I just had some good RPs so far this game.
Jibe has been.
Jibe may...
Yeah. He's been up here for a while.
Waters rise.
Oh. Choose shapeshift to escape, I suppose. Don't need to worry about being ruptured now.
Yeah, they have successfully waited out the Aegis without using too much.
They're going to try and fight Boxy, but they attempt with the snowball. Nice timing. Save is out, and now Nisha's going to be ready to go once again. Smiling, not eat the Morphling. Evasion will be enough to keep him alive. Is there a potential to turn with some of the ultimates now wasted from Liquid? They want out, actually. They feel like this is not a fight to be had. Drag back Skewer. They're going to get him. Nisha stops the TP again, and Smiling Knight can just not catch a break.
I mean, you can see the effectiveness there of that smoke cloud too. The evasion buff just doesn't matter if the Magnus has a BKB. He's still just missing because it's a ally buff, and one of the reasons why it is so frustrating. But still enough tools to take him down.
I'm sorry, Mickey, as well. I didn't notice she was 16-1 and 7.
Yeah, he said a very good game. He is consistently just locking onto his targets in the fights and finishing the job, and that's why he's a dig on 5 now.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, a nice pickup off top onto Seneko. I think was maybe going for a solo kill, so now you force him to have to buy back to defend the base. A glyph at least.
Okay, where are you going?
Cross shield.
Radiant's bottom tower.
I'm running towards the well.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
With the melee barracks by the looks of it.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Just gonna look for the full set.
Radiant's bottom barracks
And we'll get it. What an interesting game. Liquid, at least we're starting like they were going to stump the game. Took a couple of bad fights. Avulus called their way back, and then the game was starting to look even. And then Avulus just have not been able to get any fights going for them.
Yeah, it felt like they got to a point where the Bloodseeker pick to counter these heroes just really turned on, you know? This ability of like, how does the Lycan play if he gets ruptured? It's kind of what we said. It's like, if you're not already winning the fight, it's definitely over
Radiant are
at that point.
scanning.
Radiant trying to find a decent angle here. Oh, you know Boxy's just going to jump here.
Dire are scanning.
Goodbye, Seneko.
Showing the wave. Goodbye, indeed. That's a dieback. 70 seconds of your main defender inside the base as well to stall, and you will now have to go for a crazy 4v5 fight, and it's not going to be easy for Avulus because the response, your RP, Rupture, Snowball Save, Solar Guardian,
Dire's
how
middle
do you
tower
ever
is
start
under
if you're
attack.
Radiant?
Yeah, and they got the mid wave, but there's still waves down in the bottom, so it doesn't really matter. Nisha just jumps up.
An aggressive jump before the Rolling Thunder is able to get the axe shot off at least from Stormstormer. Double keep him alive with the Lincoln spot. That's not going to matter. Mickey quick fingers with the Rupture. He will buy back in the mid laner, but Smiling Knight again is just running away. We've never seen this Morphling actually right click anyone. Hasn't felt the confidence to be able to go toe-to-toe against Liquid. Now needs to be the time. But they just do not have the gold nor the numbers. Jib is able to slip away. Stormstormer looks like he will escape as well with a Rolling Thunder, or Willie Nisha, who trying to pursue, trying to chase him down. He will not catch up. They'll get Eki instead. But the gem, where to run or hide here for the Ricky. So 2 heroes without a buyback. Liquid going to walk up. Should be another set of barracks for free.
This damage coming out of Saberlight is kind of ridiculous. He's doing like 600 damage to a Morphling with his Starbreaker. Like, that's odd. Even when he's got high armor, it's just not mattering. Like, he's cutting through the evasion with the Starbreaker. He's got Empower. He's got the tag team a lot of the time too. And of course, he also just feels invincible between his ulti and the Shard. He's a really hard hero to handle.
Somehow they need a miracle hold for 10 seconds for Smiling Knight. Otherwise,
Radiant's middle tower has
chance to be able to make it over into Group 2 is going to be cut here with this game loss. That'll look like it's going to be the case. Liquid, you want kills, you want objectives. Kills is apparently the call. Smiling Knight, keep it in, run out of the base. Where are you going indeed? Again running. That is all we're seeing, but it was too late. It didn't matter in the end. So Liquid, they will guarantee the elimination of Avulus. This team is continuing to struggle to find the results like we saw from them in Bangkok.
Radiant's ancient is
GG is called. Throne is gone. Nisha cracks his knuckles in victory. So powerful.